Welcome to Unbiased and on the Fence. What's up, you guys? We are joined again with SunPsychic Jean. How are you doing, Jean?
I'm great, Shane. How are you? Hi, everybody.
I'm doing pretty good. Let me move myself to the other side here. Whoops. Because, yeah, it's easier for me to look at you there. Okay, so we are live, you guys, and Jean actually put some stuff down in the chat there for you guys to be able to sort of get a better idea of a good way to ask your questions. I'll actually practice popping these up on the screen. So messages from loved ones, um, and you want to please include your relationship, and she can get messages from your pets, alive and passed on, correct? And the name and type would be helpful. Another thing is to please use caps and emojis. That really helps us to find your messages. And if the moderators can help me out, if I miss anybody, if you notice anybody, don't hesitate to copy and paste their question in again, because we hate to miss people, and it's easy to do when we're live like this. So, okay. And the other thing, message from spirit guides and angels. Very cool. Let me make sure that's popping up on the screen. It is. Yay. I got it up on the screen.
That's amazing. Good for you, Shane. I'm telling you.
And yeah, I found a workaround. Luckily, there's a lot of great people out there that put information out for free. So I was able to sort of come up with the workaround without going through Streamlabs. So here we are live. Um, I wonder if you could do a question about, while we're waiting, let's see here. What does 88 mean to you, Gene? Because I've been getting 88 a lot for like, I don't know, the last probably month and a half. It's been really wild the way it's been coming up so often. Does 88, I think of, is it telling me August 8th or something coming up? The Lionsgate portal coming up? Is it about
Yeah.
that? Or is it about time travel? I've had Back to the Future, 88 miles an hour is when they sort of travel through time. So
Wow.
I'd be interested to hear if anyone else has been getting the number 88 a lot
Mm-hmm,
lately. Whether
mm-hmm.
it's, 88 miles of gas left, 88 degrees, 88% on my phone. It's just been ridiculous. Like it's
Wow.
everywhere. So,
Let me connect and then afterwards I'll give you my personal. How's that?
yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun.
So I'm hearing the word balance and let me just see what else. There's something about a balance. There's something about uh equalizing. Maybe there's an equalizing of frequencies, but there's something about a balance, equalizing. It's a there's light frequencies coming in as well. I see light. Um, I mean, I would take this with a grain of salt, but maybe the portal that you just mentioned, the 8-8 portal, but they're telling me a portal like a light portal, like a as soon as we get to a balance, okay. That is pretty much what they're showing me. And before I connected what I was getting personally, my own opinion or my own reaction was like the infinity symbol. And they're also reminding me that in one of my recent meditations, private meditations, they told me that there is a an alignment of the um, planets, that it goes all the way back to the universe or outside the universe, that there's going to be something that's going to align. And it's not just in our solar system, it's beyond this, that there's an alignment and an opening that allows for information and energy to come through without any um, without anything
Like obstructing
disrupting
it, or
it.
okay.
Without obstructing it, right? And what I got about this was the last time this happened was when the pyramids were built. I
Oh
don't know
wow.
what that has to do with anything, but there's a balance, there's a light, there's a portal, and it could be the 8-8 portal, but I'm seeing more of like a light portal. Um, but when I got that in the meditation, I'm like, we've got to tell somebody. We've got to tell somebody that it's almost like a lock, or like a combination lock, the way you have to have all the pings, all the openings lined up perfectly in order to open up the safe and have it open. There's like this alignment in the skies, in the stars, all the way back, that is going to be opening up to allow this to happen, to allow the energies, and this is like once in a lifetime opportunity or experience.
That's
And it
awesome.
was, I know.
Yeah, it's in fact, it's come through several times that many of us have connections all the way back to ancient Egypt and beyond. So it's really interesting that you have that connection with the pyramids. That is awesome. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And I didn't get anything more. I don't understand anything else. I don't know what the link is between now and then, other than that was the last time that all of these astrological alignments were in effect. It was really mind blowing.
Very cool. I've got the first question up on the screen. This is from R. Does Thunder, my recent past cat, have a message for me? The cat's name is
Oh,
Rosie. Thank you so much for putting it in caps and putting the name. Appreciate that.
well, is Thunder her cat's name, and maybe her name is Rosie?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, R for Rosie.
Okay. Thanks for your question, Rosie. Let me check with Thunder. Not sure if Thunder had a particular window that I assume Thunder may be a boy. I'm just going to forgive me if it's not. I'm just going to say that just for ease of language. But he's showing me like this window where there was sunshine that came in, that he would really like to lay in the sunshine. I'm seeing like one of the windows with like I don't know what you call the lattice that's in between the window panes. Um, he's showing me that he likes sitting in the sun. This is where he liked to lay and rest and sleep. It was like his spot. He said he really enjoyed his time here on Earth because, the lazy days, it's just a cat's life is just all about enjoyment. He said you agreed before you came to this, before you incarnated, that you would share time with him together. That you agreed to be with this soul here on Earth before you incarnated, and he's still with you. He says you will meet again, and I'm taking this. What he means by that is that when you cross, you'll see him on the other side with your other loved ones. I'm not getting any other specific question. I mean, specific message for Rosie. What is your message? He's saying that he loved his name, that he felt like a badass. Instead of a fluffy or something, you gave him thunder to let everybody know to look out. He really he seems young. He seems like a teenager, or you know, he seems like a young soul.
That's beautiful. Love to hear from our loved ones. And I know a lot of people will feel their past cats and the cats that's passed over, like rub against their leg or something along those lines. And, you know, it's not your imagination. You know, they're there in spirit, comforting you. And I hear this time and time again. So um, I wouldn't be surprised if you experience things like that as well. If you're open to it, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Our next
Great.
question.
Thanks.
Yeah, and thank you for that, Shelley. Our next, or I'm sorry, Rosie. Shelley is our next question. My mom, Ardith, passed a year ago, September. May I have a message? Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Shelley. And Ardith, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Yeah. Seeing somebody with short hair and dark glasses. I'm seeing a trumpet. Just going to tell you a little bit. Sometimes when they're drifting in, they just show me images. So I'm just going to share that and allow her time to come in a little closer. Ardith, what is your message for Shelley? She is showing me a cat for you, a very small, tiny little cat. I'm not sure if what this means, if it was actually a tiny cat or if you had a cat only for a short time. But she's showing me a small little mention of a cat. She was hanging out waiting when we were asking the other question because they know that you're going to be calling on them because you're thinking of it or when you wrote down the question. So she was standing by. Ardith, what is the message that you'd like to share with Shelley today? She's showing me the Sacred Heart, and she's referring to the immense love that she is sending down to you from the other side. I'm not sure if this Sacred Heart has another meaning for you, but she wanted me to specifically call it the Sacred Heart. And I do see it in a illustrated form. She's showing me the horse. Is there a horse that may be there on the other side with her? Somebody, or there's another person asking about a horse coming through. Tell me about the Sacred Heart, Ardith. Oh, she's saying the love that is over here is immense, and she's very well taken care of. She's with family. She's with friends. She made it through without incident, and she met so much love, and that she can sense her being as a energy light being. She said it's so free over there. She feels free, that she can move and float, and she can be right with you, right beside you in an instant. Now she's showing me the dreams. I'm not sure if she comes to you in dreams. If not, maybe she will in the near future. But she's showing me how versatile she is. She can be here in 1 second and be somewhere else in the very next moment. There's no limitations. She just wants you to know that she can move freely now. I'm not sure if she was restricted towards the end of her life at all, but she's really enjoying the fluidity, the immense love, and she feels like she came home. She feels like everybody was welcoming her home. That there were other family members and sort of like kind of standing on either side of her and clapping as she was walking down, like clapping for her that she made it back and that she's, you know, that she had her experience on earth. She's sending you lots of love. She's saying, when you think of me as an angel. She said, this is how I feel over here. I'm watching over you. I'm watching over the family. Please don't feel sad. I love it when you lift your spirits and laugh. This brings me much joy. She's very, very, very upbeat and filled with love. That's great.
That's awesome.
Thanks,
Lovely
Arden.
message.
Hmm.
Also, I don't know if you put it in the guides in the beginning, but if you connect to loved ones, there should be, you know, your own personal loved one next of kin, uh, rather than, you know, someone that's not in your immediate family, I guess. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Shelly says, oh, let me pull it up on the screen. And I get to see if this is all going to fit on the screen. It does. Okay. Shelly says in her 1111 Oracle book from Alana Fairchild, 88 means, as I align myself with my higher will, I open my heart and mind to the successful manifestation of my soul purpose. I love that.
Wow.
It's beautiful. Let's see. Okay, and this one here, Kimberly Marshall. Let's see. She would like to connect with her sweet fur baby Cammy. It looks like it's a little kitty cat. Kimberly wanting to connect with Cammy. See if we can connect with Cammy.
I get the sense that Cammy was very, not a loner, but had a mind of her own and uh, insisted on having things done her way. I can see her being very obstinate and very insistent, and she would come and purr and meet with you on her terms. Um, She wasn't the kind that you would put in a basket or a bag and carry around with you. She had her own terms, and I see her being autonomous. She's saying, but just because my attention was not on you, I may have been doing something else of my own, entertaining myself as a cat. She said, my soul and my energy was still locked in on you. So don't think that I wasn't paying attention to you if I were to walk off or do something other than play with you. And she said her soul was big enough to encompass the entire area and keep an emotional connection with you, um, at all times, no matter what she was doing or what her attention was on. That's interesting. Like she felt the energetic, your energetic well-being while she was there, and it was you were energetically um, happy, content, safe, and she's saying that this allowed her to explore things, other things, um, because things were a very good vibration there. She said, but she was on the ready in case you ever needed her emotionally. Wow, that's neat. Very nice.
Very beautiful. And looks like Shelly chimed back in and said, thank you, gratitude. She was 97. Wow. Nice long life in
Wow.
Shelly's mind. Let's see. Okay, Cindy Bunt is back again. She says she's back again because I can't get enough. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for being here, Cindy. Love you guys. She says, anything from my mom, Loretta. Let's see if we can connect to Loretta for Cindy Bunt.
She's showing me the image of a hammer. I'm not sure if she was a hard worker or if she was a builder or liked to do sort of her home improvements on her own. If she liked to build things and create things. She's showing me this as a tool. She's saying that we all have tools. Some use some tools more than others. Hmm. She's looking back fondly on the on her lifetime. She's showing me how beautiful her life was and how much she had a beautiful, enriched life. She's showing me, I don't know why. She's showing me it's like a cappuccino or something. Actually, to me, it looks like hot chocolate with like a lot of foam on the top, which I assume is a cappuccino, but it's sort of like this instead of in the round cup like this. Like I see dark chocolate or coffee down here and like a whipped foaming thing on the top. Not sure if that. And she's saying my life was so rich. My life was so. She just wants you to remember, she wants to remind you that this is your lifetime. This is your opportunity to live a lifetime here on earth. She's saying, make the most of it, live your life, and uh, don't make excuses. She's saying, don't allow things to get in your way. If you find something that is an obstacle, she says, find a workaround because that's what it's all about. It's all about the journey. It's all about figuring things out and getting past certain hurdles. And she said, once you get past that certain hurdle and you've overcome, it's almost like your work. It's almost like your achievement here on this planet. And once you reach that achievement, the other side is smooth sailing. Hmm. I'm not really seeing her as she's not giving me her image. She's just giving me the image of uh, an enriched life, the cappuccino, and to keep pushing past those hurdles. This is the meat of the message. So I hope that means something to you.
Yeah, she says, stay at home mom, iced coffee. She loved it.
I see. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
So thank you
So
for that. That's um,
y- yes, Cindy, if that means anything to you about the obstacles, that was important. Um, to find a workaround, that that's part of the journey. It's nothing, it's nothing intentional. It's just an opportunity for you to grow. It was interesting what she was showing me. Very neat.
very cool. Let's do a little shout out to Debbie Hazelton. Hello, everyone, she says. And
Hi, Debbie. Thanks for coming.
looks like Pam and Daryl are in here watching. So shout out to you guys. We love you.
Hi, Pam and Daryl.
And
Thanks
Rita
for.
finally caught us live, she said. So um, say hello to Rita and Gary.
Hi, Rita and Gary. Congratulations on your nuptials. I see you on Facebook all the time.
That's awesome.
Huh? It is awesome. It's beautiful.
Let me find the next question here. This thing kind of color codes everything. When I get used to it, it'll be better, but let's see. Lark says, Jane, I sent you much love and appreciation. I honor you both. Thank you so much, Lark.
Yeah, Lark had a power for reading the other day. Honestly, I don't recall the specifics. I just remember thinking, "Oh my gosh, Lark, that's amazing." Is, isn't it funny that I just don't recall the specifics, but I remember the emotion.
Oh,
It
I
was neat.
totally, I do that all the time. With BQH sessions, it's hard to remember all the details. They kind of run together over time, but yeah, I can definitely understand it. Riley Girl, Chance, says, hi, I was recently told I have a message from the universe by a tarot reader. Is this true? Thank you. Sounds like it might be a good one for a pendulum. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Sure, yeah, I can do that. I was recently told I have a message from the universe. I have a message. You have a message coming to you, I guess. Is that what she means, right?
Or did they already do a card reading for you? And you're wondering if that's true? I'm kind of wondering. I guess we'll just take it as it is there. Um, is it true or not?
Does the universe, well, the universe has a message for all of us, but um, was there a specific message for Riley Girl from the universe? It definitely says yes. So, do you want me to check with your spirit guides and see what they can come up with?
see if we get a response. Also, Silver Moon, if you can, let's see. Okay, I've got your question there. Let's see. So there was a specific message. Let me see if she's.
So I'm just going to say what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Anubis first, and then it sort of morphed into like a dragon. So there are energies around you, energies that are linked to you, that you are linked to, that you are connected to. They want you, what they're telling me is that you are connected to energies that are, they are affecting the frequency, energies that affect the frequency, affect the vibration. And they're saying it's important that you connect to this, not only for yourself, but for others. You're a connection point. You are a connection point between the frequencies and others. You are sort of like a, I don't know what you would call like a land point, a point that is in the earth that connects the. And I know it's like an electrician's kind of a term, but there's energy out here, and you're the grounding, I guess, the grounding current that you're connected to these energies and frequencies here, and you're the grounding point, and you've agreed to be this connection so that you can ground this energy and spread it out this way. They need your help, probably. I'm not sure if it's with Gaia specifically or if it's with humanity and all sentient beings. But they're telling me that this is the message that they want you to be aware of, watch out for, attempt connection to, and they're just asking you, it's time to not wake up, but it's time to connect. They're letting you know it's time to connect to these energies. If you've had thoughts or dreams or feelings or yearnings or desire to learn things about energies, frequencies, grounding, and you're one of millions. You're a grounding point. Um, Maybe even a conductor, but they're telling me there's higher energies that are going to be connecting frequencies with you, and you're going to be helping to share and spread that.
Very good. A lot of energy work going on. It's been coming up a lot
Oh,
in my practice too. Has it been for you?
actually, just a little bit here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, there's Susan. Hey, Susan. Susan says hello, SunPsychic Jean and everyone from hot, sunny Calaveras County, California. Yes, it's hot
Hi,
pretty much
Susan.
everywhere these days, it seems like. Let me
Oh,
make.
good. It looks like Riley said she does a lot of energy work. Wow. Great.
Thanks for this question, Susan Beckett. Susan would like to know, I would love to hear from my husband, Gene, who died this past February. What sign should I
Oh,
be looking for? Sorry for your loss, Susan. Thank you for the question.
yes. Sorry about your loss, Susan. And let's see what he has to say. He's telling me that his energy is still watching over you and is very close to you. Um, not hovering, but not very far away at all times. He's watching over you. When you get in the car, he gets in the car with you. When you go to sleep, he goes to sleep. If you are eating a meal, he's enjoying the eating of a meal. He's just watching over you. He is your energies are combined. I think that you know this, that there's a link in your energy that was solidified and grew together, that just because he's departed doesn't mean your energies have separated. His physical body is no longer here, but your energies are still linked. He says that you still feel this, you still feel him around you. You're thinking, you're imagining it, like his belongings and things around you remind you about him all the time, and you're thinking it's just his belongings that are reminding you about him, but he's saying, that's me reminding you. That's not reminding, but me getting your attention. Like you could be doing something and then look down and see, something of his just randomly, and you're thinking it's you missing him, but it's him making you look there. It's his energy directing you. So, and he's just trying to let you know that he's all around you. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, his things are all around the house and nearby, but when it's in a inconspicuous time, like if you're cooking dinner or something, and then all of a sudden you look over and you see something of his, and it makes you think of him. It's almost like when it pulls you off track. If you're thinking of a recipe, how many more minutes till these potatoes come out or whatever, and then you think of him randomly, like this thought that pops in. This is him just not reminding you, but just reassuring you that he's around you all the time and that he hasn't left. He's saying this is not coincidence, this is not random, this is not you seeing things that you may not have seen before. This is him uh bringing him to your attention. He knows that you think about him all the time, and he just wants to comfort you and let you know that he's still around. So whenever you see his slippers, if you see his sunglasses, or if you see something that you bought together that makes you think of him, just say, "Hi, Jean. I know you're here. Thanks for the reminder. Thank you. I know you're here. Thank you. Please, please stay close and keep the signs coming." Just talk to him and let him know that you know it's him, and that you're glad for him helping you to connect with him. He just wants you to know that he hasn't left, and the connection is still there. And that's really, really, really beautiful. He hasn't left your side. The energies are, he's telling me it's lifetimes worth of connection. Lifetimes worth of connection. How
Wow.
beautiful.
That is beautiful. And the fact that he came through so quick. A lot of times it takes time to connect, and he just popped right in there. It's like he was waiting, right?
Right. Right. Absolutely.
I love that.
Wow. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Good communicator. Yeah.
Oh, I lost my place here. Let's see.
That's okay. And Julius Video, thank you very much. How kind. Did you see the
Oh, thank you
super
so
chat?
much, Julius Video. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not sure if I can pop it up on the screen. I'll see in a second here. Okay, Rita Woodward. Rita's got a question. My sister in law, Marilyn, crossed over last month. So sorry for your loss, Gary and Rita. Does she wish to give Gary and I a message today? See if we can connect
Sure.
with Marilyn. Thank you for the question, Rita.
She's saying something to the effect that you were right. And she's saying something to the effect that you, oh, sorry, I just, she's fleeting. Hang on 1 second. She's saying that she can see so much, she understands so much more on the other side, and that she can see things from in a different light. But she's saying that you were right about something. Not sure if you had uh, end of life discussions with her, or reassuring her, or shared your outlook on that we don't die. She's saying that you were right. We don't die. That she can see things differently from the other side, and that life continues. Her soul, her energy, her uh, personality continues. She's saying the love that she feels and the love that she knows you both have for her is carries her, and and comforts her, and she's sending you blessings and love right back. She said love is tangible over here. The energies are palpable. She said they are on Earth, but we ignore it. She said over here it's very mm, it's just it's very palpable. I don't can't think of a different word. She's sending love to her family. I'm not sure if she has children or spouse that she left behind. She's sending love to her family. She's saying that she's sending special love to Gary, that they chose this to have this lifetime together, and that he was the best brother. She's saying something about the arrangements, about the end of life, about I'm not sure if it was the service or some sort of last minute decisions or something. She's saying that any all of the decisions that were made were the right ones. Not sure if there was a change or an adjustment, or everything is in divine timing. Trust yourself, trust that we're all guided. Everything happens for a reason. Everything was orchestrated. There was only one way um, to follow this, to carry this out, to carry this forward. And she's saying whatever happened and the way that it worked out, the way that it unfolded, was the way it was meant to be. So I'm not sure if that has, I'm just not sure if that means her health or her, um, or the services after, whatever type of decisions there. She's just wants me to know that everything was in divine timing, everything was orchestrated to give you reassurance, not to second guess yourself or to be concerned about any decisions. Now she's showing me like Santa Claus, or not necessarily the red Santa Claus, but like a man with a white beard and and lots of magic. She's saying, believe in magic. Believe it is true. She's saying, I'm not sure if that means anything to you. But she's saying, believe in magic. That is, I love that. That's a message for me. Oh, what a wonderful. She says, believe. It is. Everything, all the magic is true. That's beautiful. Aw, what a loving soul. Marilyn,
I love that.
that was neat.
Let's see. Did I skip a whole bunch, you guys? Let me see. I'm getting used to the color coding here, so I'm seeing all these popping up yellow that I guess maybe I missed. But Kimberly says, "Thank you so much gratitude and love to you both." Um, Rosie has a question about buying some land. Rosie wants to know, is buying land a good choice near Vernal when based on current elderly parents' conditions? Thank you.
Aw. All right, let me see. Is buying the land near Vernal? So, is buying the land near Vernal the best for the highest good of Rosie's parents? Getting a very small yes. So it is what I'm getting is that you want to buy the land, but you want to be close to your elderly parents because of their conditions. If this is if I have that right, just let me know. Based on current elderly parents' conditions, is buying land a good choice? Well, I'm getting a yes. It's a quiet yes. It's not a very strong or outgoing yes. So I'm not sure if you have a different one that um, you want to compare it to. Like if I were to buy the land near Vernal, or if I would stay in my current home, like the either or might be able to give you a clearer path, or the land near Vernal or the land near Oz. I don't know. Something, whatever it is, um, then we could measure the difference between the two. Only because it is quite a quiet yes. So I don't know if you want more validation.
And thank you, Sarah New, for the super chat. I appreciate you.
That's very sweet, Sarah. Thank you.
Rita says, "LOL, yes, believe in magic."
Thanks, Rita. Aw.
A Lone had a good point here. No one truly dies. He's still very much alive elsewhere. Time and reality are not just singular. That is a great reminder for all of us. Thank you for that, A Lone.
Absolutely. I'm reminded of that too, because we tend as humans to frame everything in our own, environment, or our own measurements, like in time.
Mm-hmm. Caught up in the illusion of all the limitations of this realm, right? It's all part of it, though. Maria's hopping in and out. She's going to watch later, so thanks for hopping in here, Maria.
Thanks. Aw, thank you guys. Hi, Starfish. Aw, Riley girl. We are the consciousness evolution. Welcome back, Dana.
Hey, Dana.
Indigo Day. Bonnie Lucas. I'm just doing a little shout out here while you're getting the next question queued
That's
up. I know
perfect.
you're Uh, and, um, aw, sweet. Bonnie Lucas, Shelly, False Teeth Realturo. Hi, girls.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for
just read
coming
hers.
over.
Horse is a symbol of strength, a symbol for strength. I appreciate that. I can see why. I mean,
Wow,
think about we call horsepower in vehicles and stuff, because they are powerful animals, aren't they?
absolutely. And Flourishing Spirits did have a question.
I don't think
Um,
I'm down that far yet. I think I'm
okay.
on Silver Moon now. Any messages from my son Tommy? This is for Silver Moon. Thanks for that question.
Okay. So, from her son, right?
Yep, from her son. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I see it. Yeah. So, I'm getting a vibration from Tommy, and he seems a little groggy. I'm not sure if this was something that he struggled with, his energy levels here on Earth, whether he was very lethargic and groggy. He's telling me he's groggy. I'm not sure what groggy meant or means. If he's some people suffer with the energy levels, and they tend to be, or they don't sleep well at night, which leaves them groggy during the day. He's just showing me groggy, which is unusual, but just as an energy. He's showing me his energy, which is very good. Tommy, you're doing a great job. Thank you. Do you have a message for Silver Moon, your mom? Do you have a message for your mom? He's just showing me that this was his life path and his decisions. He does he does not want you to second guess anything in his lifetime. He lived his life on his terms. He sees well, he's showing me you wishing that he either does something or changes something or goes to see somebody or figures this out, or you praying that I wish he does something. I wish he figures this out, or I want him to change this and to go get help. And he's like, I just wanted, he said he didn't even have the energy to do that. He said he couldn't see the clear path. He said he understands now on the other side. He sees you seeing the clear path. But while he was in it, he was in so much of a fog, he couldn't see the clear path. He said, but this was his life choice. This was his, um, on his terms. He's sorry that you had to stand by and he said you felt helpless sometimes because you weren't able to influence him to make him go and, figure it out. He's saying he wouldn't have wanted to. He said, is it his heart? Was it his heart that was making him lethargic and he couldn't figure it out?
She
He's
says,
saying,
yes, he had tons of medication that made him groggy. So that's that's very good, and that will make you foggy as well, right? If you're kind of tired and out of it, you wouldn't be thinking as clearly as well. So
He says that he did everything that he wanted to. He said he wouldn't have wanted to have any other type of intervention, and be left in a state that he didn't want to be. He wanted to live in the with the freedom around him as long as possible, rather than be confined and either have some surgery and be confined and have to live half of a life. Even though he was groggy, even though he was in a fog, it was still his sense of freedom because it was his choice of what to do, whether or not to mediate the or remedy the situation that he had. But he sees now how much it pained you to watch him in the suffering that he had in his lifetime because of his condition.
And it was related to mental illness, she says.
That's why he couldn't see the clear path. He couldn't see it, but he sees that you were pained by watching him. And he's sorry for this. And he just wants to comfort you with a big blanket of love. He's sending you flowers. He honors you for his to as his mother. He honors you for allowing him to come through you, and for the strength that it took for you to watch him it throughout his lifetime struggle. He said, "You allowed me to grow. You gave me love, unconditional love. It was not easy for you." He sees the struggle. He knows it now. He says he's fine now. He's clear now. He's well now. And he'll watch. It's his time to watch over you. He's going to be a very fierce protector for you. He's going to be watching over you. So if you have any hesitations about doing something or going somewhere or having some fun or giving yourself a reward in some way, he's going to be there watching out for you. I love this when they tell me this. It's like you have your own bodyguard. He just honors you. Thank you so much, he says. He loves you, sending you lots of love.
That's awesome. Thank you for the question, Silvermoon. Dana, we are the conscious evolution, has a question here. Let's see. He wants to know if you have a message from his dog, Mickey. Thank you for the question, Dana. Welcome to the chat again.
I love that name, Mickey. It's such a cute name. Mickey is saying that you guys were pals, that you showed him respect and he showed you respect, that you had a very good communication and respect for one another. He wasn't unruly, he wasn't misbehaved. He kind of looked to you for guidance, and you kind of just commanded respect, both of you. You had a very respect was important for him, you to show him respect, and if you and the same for you, that if you show and this same importance of respect is the same for him as it is for you. If somebody shows you respect, you'll give it in return, and this is just his motto as well. You guys had a very similar energy, and you guys were just pals. I see him like sort of sitting in the passenger seat of the car, sort of you guys both looking forward but doing it together like pals. He just keeps telling me. He said you took some wild rides together. See, I think that they link into our emotions. I think that they're guardians to our soul when we have pets in this lifetime. They're guardians for our soul and they watch over us. He's just saying that you guys had some wild rides together. But he said the love. He said, he said, they say dogs show unconditional love. He said, you showed him unconditional love. He said, this was amazing coming from a human, this unconditional love that you showed him. And this was the exchange of love that helped build the love inside of your soul. And it helped him as much as it helped you loving him and respecting him and being his pal. This helped him just as much, his soul to grow just as much. He wants you to know. So, this love that you feel, this respect that you feel, the honor is the same that he feels. But he's saying, telling me again, just usually dogs are unconditional love. You don't hear this much about humans. He said, but Dana showed me unconditional love. He said, it was amazing, that love coming from a human. Oh, that's lovely. Very nice.
It's beautiful. Dana says, we've been across the country in a U-Haul, and I've never loved anything like I loved it. Love that dog. So, it's beautiful.
Oh,
So you saw them in a U-Haul together, I guess. Crossing
I
the country.
I have chills head to toe when you said you never loved anything like you love that dog. I'm telling you, he knows that. He feels that unconditional love. That's what he's talking about. He could feel the unconditional love that you had for him. And he's saying it's amazing coming from a human. That's amazing. Beautiful.
He says, that is so awesome. We were both part of each other's hearts and still are. And that's so true. He also says, I was helping teach him to be a human one day. And I love that with the Law of One material talks about how many of our pets will reincarnate as a human. It's like they get that little taste of, the love of a human, the relationship with a human, because their next life they incarnate as a human. So I can totally see that. So that's awesome,
Wow.
Dana.
Wow. Beautiful. Oh,
I've got to
that's really
scroll back
nice.
up here. Let's see. I'll go to this one just so we don't have to wait. I might have missed, but I'll go back and make sure I didn't skip anybody. But Flourishing Spirits has a question. Thoughts of Phil, my dead husband, keeps coming up. What is so important that he wants me to know? Let's see if you can connect to Phil for Flourishing Spirits.
Okay. Okay. The first thing he's picking up when he's just dropping in little bits is he wants you to know that you're safe. There's uncertainty in your life. There's an upset. There's a uh, unrest, kind of a rumbling. I don't know if this is maybe earthquake or like a tornado or something rumbling. And he just wants you to know that you're safe, that you'll be protected. He said something is gonna, something just shakes the ground like boom, 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 boom. So I'm not sure if it's like thunderstorms, like the thunder. He just wants you to know that you are safe, that he's there to make sure that you're safe, and he doesn't want you to have fear. He's saying that you have an important role, and I'm actually seeing the Sphinx, but I'm not seeing the Sphinx in Egypt. I'm seeing well, maybe I'm not seeing the Sphinx. I'm seeing like a lion with wings, but it's sort of it's not like sitting all the way down like the Sphinx is. So I don't know why I said the Sphinx, but it looked like the Sphinx to me. It's a lion with wings. It's a four-footed animal with wings. Let me see the face. He's saying you're protected by high energies. There are energies in the universe. This is he just wants you to be safe. He just wants you to feel safe. He wants you to know that you'll be safe. Not sure if there's some sort of a safety thing. There's this lion that has wings, and I'm trying to figure out if the face is of a bird. Is there a bird with a lion body and wings or something? There's something like this coming through. And he's just letting you know that this is a sign of protection, like a seal or a guarantee or an energy that's going to be bestowed on you for your safety.
She chimed in and said, "Yes, true, uncertainty. Okay, I'm safe. We'll work on the fear issue." So it could just be that he sees you worrying a lot about stuff, and he's maybe the courage of a lion, right? The wings of an eagle. Eagle. I mean, it's sort of painting this picture of flying free, feeling free, and then having the courage, and so you don't have to really look too far into that symbolism. I think he's wanting you to know that you're safe and protected. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, referring to a griffin.
A griffin. That's the one I was trying to think of when you said.
It could be, could be. Maybe there's a message in there for you.
Yeah, look it up, I guess, right? Okay, Bonnie Lucas has a question. Thank you for the question, Bonnie. I'd like to know what messages do I have from spirit guides?
Excellent, Bonnie. So great. How are you? So nice to see you. Thanks for your question. Let's get a spirit. I love doing readings for loved ones and messages and pets and stuff, but sort of when spirit guides come up, we all say, "Yay, spirit guides!" just because it's such a beautiful energy.
Yeah.
Let's see what the spirit guides have to say for Bonnie. They're telling me that you've done much work and that you've come of a long way, that you've come a long way. It's been a journey for you. You've done a lot of work. You've reckoned yourself with your own soul, which is very, very important. You're telling me you're connecting to your own soul. You're relying on your own connections and your own vibrations. You're listening to your body to they're telling me you're becoming more sensitive. This is what they're telling me. You're leveling up with your frequency, which makes you more sensitive to your surroundings around you and makes you more sensitive to connect to the other side. This energy frequency that comes up is coming up or raising, changing higher so that we can connect easier and so that we can be more sensitive because we're just all so, the world has become callous. And they're telling me this callus is coming off of humanity and they're peeling back the callus layers. And so our sensitivity is coming to the top And that because you're becoming more sensitive, you're more able to connect and be guided. You're listening to your body. Like if something doesn't feel right or you get a bad feeling in your stomach, you're listening to it. Like if you get the chills or something, you're listening to it. If you, it's just these subtle little messages back and forth with your guides and your surroundings that and they're very proud of you for coming through this soul growth. Interesting. Interesting, Bonnie.
That's awesome. Thank you for the question, Bonnie. We have a similar question. Let's see if I can find it. Indigo Day. Here we go. Indigo Day wants to know any messages for me from my spirit guides.
Sure.
Thank you for the question, Indigo Day.
They are showing me that you're hanging on with bated breath. You're almost like you have your hands like this and you're like waiting. Like, are they coming? Are they saying something? What are they saying? I can't hear them. You're sort of like your expectations are very high, that you're just anxiously waiting for a message or a sign or a indication, and you're looking outward, and what they're saying is, we're talking to you, we're giving you messages, but the messages are all in here, the signs are all in here, and that you're looking out of your eyes, and they want you to close your eyes and go inward, and they will come through here. They are not out there. And because it's a human kind of thought pattern or idea, that the guides are out there, that the angels are out there, that the answer is out there. And they said, we are inside of you. We are inside of your heart. We are inside of you here. If you close your eyes and just listen and wait, that we will show you pictures, and that we will share vibrations with you, and that we will help guide you. And it's important to listen to the Bonnie Luke message from just prior, that she listens to her body, she listens to her spirits, she's conscious and sensitive to the things around her. If she gets the chills, she knows one thing. If she gets an uneasy feeling in her stomach, she knows another thing. If she feels a headache or that the energies are too strong, she makes the adjustment. It's very, very subtle messages and signs, but the one main thing is you're looking out there, and it's not out there. It will come to you, and close your eyes, and we'll speak to you here, and open your heart, and we'll speak to you through here. And they're saying, allow, relax, release, and allow. It's no effort. You're making you're exerting a lot of effort, and they can't come in because you're not trying to control, but you think it's important that you control them giving you a message, but they want you to just relax and release, and to maybe concentrate on your breathing, and then that allows them to come in. I hope that means something for you, Indigo Day.
It's very good. And I want to thank Julius Video. I finally made it down to your super chat, so thank you for that. Julius Video would like to know any messages from their spirit guides.
Okay, excellent. Aw. Mm. They're they're uh they're just a little quiet. I'm trying to allow things to come in. Do you wear your hair parted on the side, sort of over one eye? I'm not sure if you wear your hair like this or if this is a character that you see where maybe online somewhere, a character that has hair across one eye like this. They're showing me this image. I'm not sure if you see this a lot or if you wear your hair like this. They are saying that grounding is important. You're very much in the material world, and which is fine. It's absolutely, we all are. But they're maybe suggesting that you get a little bit more into the energetic realm, and being in nature and grounding is a really good way to start connecting to the earth's vibration and to uh, begin your connection to the frequencies around you. So a lot of us are living maybe even like an apartment complex or something where we don't have our feet on the floor or the on the earth a lot, or we're maybe work in a high rise building, or something that we don't get a lot of earth time. And they're just suggesting that you might consider taking a little walk, or a little bike ride, a little drive, and get out on the side of the road and just do a little earthing. This is what they're suggesting to you. I don't think I've ever had this before. I'm very interested. If this, what this is, I don't know. And if you're in some sort of a high rise somewhere, living or working, or you feel as though you're not connected to nature every day, that's interesting.
Love that. Let's see here. This is, I'm not going to have the name on there because she added the name later, but Sarah Anu wants to know, does my father, Frank is his name, and his posse on the other side have any messages for her or the family? And she said, fair warning, he's big energy. And he's been shown recently that she's been shown recently that he is also a spirit guide now from the other side. So
Wow.
Frank for Sarah Anu.
Very nice. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you. And thank you, Love Light Sound Oneness, for the super sticker or super chat. Oh, Julius Video says, in an apartment, I crave it, planning to move. Thank you.
The craving is your spirit guides guiding you.
That's
That
right.
it is it
Totally.
is it is it is a message directly from spirit urging you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying you have to move. I'm just saying you have to spend more time out there deliberately.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to move, that may help too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. All
And that's a
right.
message for everybody that you get that desire in your heart and you should follow it. Even if it doesn't make sense of how you're going to get there, that's, your guides pulling you along, giving you that nudge.
Mm. So I'm seeing like a football player kind of physique, and he's all pure love inside. Like he may be big and strong, but he's pure love inside. So the exterior is filled with love, or the exterior, it's built with love, built out of love. He said he's built out of love. And I did see the spirit guide, but that was very fleeting. Let me see what he says about that. Yes, he and others are there to guide. I don't know if he was like a first responder, some sort of a rescuer. I don't know if he was a fireman or something, some sort of a rescuer, whether he was a rescuer in his private life. Um, but he was sent here to rescue, and he has this rescue hero type of energy. There is an energy, unmistakable energy, and he is still this way on the other side. And this is his he has this sense of duty to rescue, and he loves watching out for other souls and helping people that are in need, especially people who are at the wrong place at the wrong time, sort of thing, like mistakenly just happen to get into a situation, and he loves to rescue people out of a situation. And he's still, this is his mission on the other side as well. But he has his family comes first, and he is a protector, he is a guide. He is a guide. But he's telling me he does this in a family role, but this is his nature, this is his energy. That once his family is all on the other side, anybody that had known him in this lifetime, then he can evolve. He said right now he's the rescuer and the guide for his family and his friends that have known him in this lifetime. He's pure love. He's pure love, but he's very, the strength he's showing me almost like Thor, like, like the movies, like the new one that's coming out or whatever. He's showing me like this is the size of his muscles, this is the size of his strength, and this is his hero kind of energy. But if you look inside, it's all like puppy dogs and hearts and stuff. So it's just all pure love. He's neat. He's neat. Very nice.
Love that. This one comes from Gina. Gina wants to know if there are any messages from my twin sister. Her name is Dina, that passed away. So
Oh,
her name's not on the screen, but it rhymes with Gina. Dina.
okay. She is able to live vicariously through your eyes. You guys share such a similar vibration that she can look through your eyes and experience life through your eyes. So when you live life every moment, every step, she's talking about food, that she can experience this and live vicariously through you. This is a twin type of benefit or perk, she's saying. She's saying that you may not have been, even though you were twins, you may not have been very similar to one another. There were differences, whether or not it was personality or or physical, but she's saying we may not have been exactly the same, even though we were twins. She's saying, but your vibration and your energy is a match, and she's able to live vicariously. So she's just saying that to live your life for both of you. to make the most of it, to reach for the stars, to throw caution to the wind. And if you have a desire, a goal, um, a passion, she wants you to follow it. She's saying this is what's so exciting about being human, is to find that passion, that drive, that desire, and to follow it and to achieve it. I mean, this manifestation is very exciting here. She's saying that you worry about responsibilities, not worry, but you have responsibilities that maybe um, keep you from stepping out and fulfilling those dreams. But ask, they're showing me Rita Woodward, and they're showing me how Rita has flourished, and that Rita has almost like a whole new opportunity at this point in her life. It's never too late to step out and do what you love, what your passion is. She feels the deep sadness and the uh, just the grieving process that you're going through, and that you feel it intensely because of uh, the twin connection. She's saying she's sorry for this. She can feel that it almost, she says, you feel like you're torn in half through right down the center of your body. The wound is in the center of your body. You almost feel wounded, like there's a tear. I can feel it in my gut, in your solar plexus. So you may want to do some work on your chakras, and or do some shamanic healing work, and bring back the soul part that you feel. Sometimes we have an idea that when a loved one dies, that a part of us dies with them, which is true in a sense, but you took it literally, and I think that you released part of your soul in your solar. Something's missing in your solar plexus. It's this immense empty feeling, and it's a very raw feeling, like you've been sawed in half. I mean, I hate to be graphic, but just, like there's a divide here. And because you feel as though this is your half that's gone, but you're still whole. You're still whole, and it's very important to work on your solar plexus. Wear yellow clothing, eat yellow food, have yellow things around you in your sight. Watch the sun, put pictures of yellow things around you. This is very nourishing. The vibration of yellow. You can also use a tuning fork in the solar plexus tune. It's very important, for you to take care of yourself, and to nurture this part of you that you feel the wounding in. She's showing me that this is something that you're struggling with, and she's letting me know that this is not typical grieving. That this is a soul disconnection that you're feeling, but it doesn't. It's not. She wants you to remedy this. This is something that you can remedy. It's an energetic thing. But she's with you so much that she's watching, she's living life right through your eyes, to let you know that you guys are still together and still one. When you were in the very beginning, you were one. Oh my gosh. You're very sensitive too. You can feel things, energetic things, as if they're real. And not that they're not real. I'm just saying, as if you really had a wound in your stomach. You can feel this. This is the sensitivity that's kicking up, just like Bonnie Lucas. Her sensitivity is kicking up, and the frequency is kicking up, so that the callus is coming off, so that our sensitivity is able to connect to our spirit side. This is the evolution of humans, and this is just my own documentation. You don't have to take my word for it, but it's just what I'm picking up. But this is similar. And I can feel your wound. I'm so sorry, Gina. But Yeah, I don't know if that helps.
It is one of those things, isn't it? Isn't it? It's like the pain is going to be much greater because of that really tight connection they had. But then again, the gifts of having that tight connection, even now that she's gone, are so much greater than they would have been. So it's almost like two sides of the coin here in this duality, right? The pain has increased, or it might be more than other people might experience because a part of you was like ripped away. But on the other hand, part of you is still connected much deeper than most. So whoops, drop the phone. So yeah, um, I think that's really beautiful. And Sarah Anu actually chimed in a little bit here. She said, let's see, he did have a football player build, even though he was a basketball guy. That's so cool. And she says, "Oh, my dears, my dad, as the rescuer, is and was totally spot on. He always knew what to do in a crisis. He was tough and soft on the inside." What a great confirmation.
Oh,
It's beautiful. Thank you for that confirmation, Sarah.
I'm getting the chills.
Yeah,
Thank you. Sometimes the energies come through so strong, and I just say what I see, but to know that it means so much to you guys, because sometimes people can't take it. They're like, well, maybe, and then it happens in the future. But just knowing that this resonates with you and it fills your heart with love and joy and touches you and understands it's the connection that they're using me to connect with you. It's really just a blessing, and I thank you very much for giving me that opportunity and for the feedback. It's really priceless, I have to say.
absolutely. Hi, Vibin 888. This is Maria. She had a question. I think it might have went off the screen a little bit, but it says, Jean, if you have time in the end, did my husband have an angel visitation? He dreamt of a whirlwind with lightning, and he said it felt so real. It talked to him.
Wow. Hi, Vibin. If you can, I'm going to start, but can you give me your husband's first name?
Actually, she might have dipped out, and she's going to watch later, unless she decided
Oh,
to stay. But
she might be working or something.
yeah,
Okay. Um,
yeah, I do think it's her work day, actually.
and it talked what? It talked to him. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Who was this whirlwind that connected with Maria's husband? He's picking up on the energies. He's picking up on energies. I'm getting a sense that it was one of your aspects. It was one of Maria's aspects. I think he saw you. I think when you travel, I don't know if you were asleep at the time, the same time, but when you travel or where you go, when you journey, when you sleep, he saw you. You guys interacted. You guys interlocked, not collided, but met each other. This energy was an aspect of you, and it talked to him. You, yeah, yeah. You guys, he was sent here to ground you, to hold your energy in a physical form, because if not, you can spend a lot of time um, in different realms. And I'd like to get into this a little bit deeper. maybe at another time to find out. But it seems like he bumped into you while you were traveling. And what you said to him, I don't know right now. But there, the energy is is definitely an aspect of you. That's interesting. That's pretty much all I'm getting right now.
That's that's perfect. That's for Maria. So thank you, High Vibin, for the question. You can watch later. I'll remember to email you and let you know it's at 1:34 in the video.
Actually, I just see a little bit of comments from her. She's saying Chris was his
Oh,
name, and that was, yeah. So she didn't say anything else, but it looked like she was listening, so that's good.
oh, okay, awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty far back in the chat here. Okay, Miranda has one. It's a big one here. Let's see. Miranda, sorry, Anderson. I have a weird one. I am in my early 40s, and I have had 37 friends and family who have died. More
Oh
people I
my
know
God.
have, but these 37 people who made a hole in my life when they left, it's too many. So her question is there any way you can connect either to the group or the situation and tell me what the hell is going on? Thank you for the question, Miranda, and so sorry for your loss. I know a lot of people are dealing with this very same thing. And I do want to say, as I've been connecting lately myself with this situation, I was shown how as we move to these higher levels, we think it's like all bunny rabbits and rainbows, but any kind of higher level with anything, even within a game, gets more difficult, right, as we progress through. So just because things seem like they're getting more chaotic and difficult does not mean we're going in the wrong direction. It actually is an indicator that we're here because we're like these spiritual warriors, and we can take it. We can handle this stuff. So I do want to encourage, just as sort of a blanket statement to many of the other people who have lost lots of people right now, and you wonder what the heck's going on. This is part of it. And once you get beyond that illusion of death, of course, we miss them here in this reality, but they're not really gone forever, and we'll see them again. So I wanted to say that really quick.
That was beautiful, Shane. Very
Thank you.
appropriate. Very appropriate. Hi, Miranda. Thank you for your question. We're very sorry for your loss. They're saying just consider how much soul growth, your understanding of the circle of life, how much more you cherish your own life and others' lives, how much more you care and love and intently share with others your feelings and your thoughts, how much stronger you love, how much more aware you are of how short and how precious life really is. That this time on earth is fleeting, to not let the burdens of everyday life dampen our our thrill, our passions, our desires. Understand that uh, not every world problem is our problem, and is important to carry on and live the life that we're intended to live because of how short it is. To live life with harmony, with love, with intention, with grace, with preciousness. You hold things so precious, Miranda. You are so precious. You, um, it is understandable that you may have tendency to cling uh, to just a glimpse of something because of your great loss, but this will fade in time and you'll stand holding this preciousness, this knowing. And it's that life does go on, as Shane said. We don't really die. None of us really die. We do separate though. And this is the great separation that you're being left with. This is why you feel as though you tend to cling. You're saying it's okay, hold on. Hold on to what you can. Oh, they're telling me like a teddy bear or something. They're telling me get something therapeutic for yourself, that you do need to hang on to something because you feel as though things are slipping through your arms. That if you hold on to something, it slips right through your arms, that people are just slipping away. They're saying it's important for you to either have a weighted blanket, some sort of a therapeutic comfort for yourself, because it is a great shock to your human body, and there are a lot of emotions. You're like raw on the outside, and they're saying that it's important for you to take care of yourself and be patient with yourself and to love yourself. Get a big teddy bear. Get something, a big pillow or something that you can hold on to. A blanket or something that you just drag around with you. Something that you can hold in place of this, that you can feel as though is tangible, that you can hold on to and carry everywhere with you. It's almost like you, anything you feel precious is has slipped away, and you're sort of like um you're looking for a lifeline. You're looking for a line, something to hang on to, something to grasp. You feel like you know, don't have anything tethered to tether you. And they're saying a therapeutic substitute will be soothing for your soul until you can find your center again to stand up on your own feet. So, this is a suggestion that they have for you right now. They're saying it's only an illusion. We are all alive, we are all living, we are eternal. But however, the separation in this earthly plane is very real. And they're sorry about all leaving together. Yeah, that's all I have for you right now, Miranda. But um, that's an excellent suggestion, to get a teddy bear or a blanket or something that you can carry with you for to to help nourish that feeling.
That's very good. I was looking for a comment. I thought she had made a comment about putting her hand on her heart to help herself ground, but
Aw.
it could have been someone else. I can't find it now because I'm
I
scrolling all
do.
over.
I know. I do see something from her that she says that might be helpful. I carry rocks like this, but I can't hug them. Yes, everything gets close, leaves. Everything that gets close leaves, so I'll try that. Okay, good.
And
Good,
hug
Miranda.
yourself. It actually feels good to wrap your arms around yourself and just love on yourself too at times. This one is from Lark Kemper. Thanks for the question, Lark. Question: should I take a step and do some healing work for a friend of mine named Steve? He's got nerve damage. I've never done any energy work as far as healing, just protecting and holding space.
Yes, absolutely. No hesitation. And now I do remember, Lark, that one of the questions that came through, you had asked me about a friend of yours, and I told you that you could read souls. This is an energy that you're stepping into. It's a memory. It's your soul's vibration that you're remembering, and your soul was and is a healer. And this is also a memory. This is why you have this desire to help and to heal others, and you can do this um, guided by your spirit guides, or if you choose to take a Reiki class, there's some online, just a few hours. And yeah, you would be an excellent healer. You're very sensitive. You can read people's souls, and you can sense energy. So you would be an excellent healer. And yes, I would definitely step out. All of us, everybody in this chat, everybody who's listening, we are all healers. We can all send high vibrational, loving energy, healing energy, good vibrations, good thoughts, mending, healing, speedy recovery. All of these wishes and thoughts are very powerful. They carry energy and frequency, and they make a difference. And we can all do this. And that's why prayer, groups of prayer work, it's all energy and frequency, and we all can do this. And especially you, Lark, and the vibration that I felt with you the other day. And now that I remember the reading that came through, that you could read souls, and it was just like the way I can read souls through your heart. So this is something that may just be coming up for you, but yeah, I did a lot of energy healing. I did Reiki, I did crystal healing, and I did shamanic energy healing, and then this is where I ended up. so so enjoy the journey, Lark, and
Right where
yes,
you're supposed to be, although it wasn't where you expect it, right? It's funny how that
right.
happens.
I know,
um,
but it's all for a reason. It's all in my tool bag. There's a reason why I know all that, and there's a reason why I'm here right now. Yeah.
Absolutely. Lark says, I knew Steve as a Viking in another timeline. He's the one I seen lightning coming through his hands to the sky.
Wow.
Very cool.
Wow.
Dana had a question for the group here. Hey, has anyone here been getting major tingling in the crown chakra lately, starting last night when I lay it down and then this morning again? Really, really tingly. I have gotten that before. I can't say that I got it recently, but I'd
Yeah,
love to hear what people chime in the chat, see if anybody had anything like that happening.
that's great, Dana. Thanks for putting that out there. Yeah, I think it's that chakra activation, the you know, increasing in the vibrations and frequencies. Definitely messages coming through. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else. Aw.
Looks like Kimberly Paulson has a prayer request. I would love a prayer, please. Thank you and bless you. Only grace can help me. So if you guys can send prayers for Kimberly, that would be awesome. I will certainly
Absolutely.
do that myself.
We could all just take a moment and just imagine, close our eyes and imagine inside of our heart space, inside of our heart chakra, that there is this little spark of light that is just spinning and spinning and spinning. And as the spinning gets bigger and bigger, um, what I see is a Merkaba, but you can see flower of life or any type of image you'd like to see inside this spinning energy inside of your heart chakra. And then what I'd like you to do is to imagine that we're bringing this energy into the outside of us, in between our hands, and grab this healing energy that is coming from our hearts. And we want to expand it, expand it, expand it as big as the room that we're sitting in. And then we want, with our intention, to imagine that all of these big shining light uh, energies as big as the room lifts up above our dwelling wherever we are at this time, and it sends out over top of all of humanity, all of the earth, and especially to is it I'm sorry, Kimberly, especially to Kimberly and any other individual in this chat that may need healing or love light activation at this time. And we imagine that this light that we have over top of the earth starts disintegrating and comes down like little snowflakes of healing love light energy all over the earth and all throughout humanity, especially to all of those who are in this chat today and listening after. and I felt it coming right back to me. So thank you. I can feel you guys sending it right back to me. That's right. That's right.
It is. It's very
Absolutely.
much reciprocal, and uh, like Lynn McTaggart, like me and Eileen and I would talk about the leaky bucket effect. Just becoming that conduit of like intention for others. You get that effect of it like moving through you, that energy. So sending healing to others actually heals yourself as well. And despite the fact that we're all one anyway, so you're kind of healing yourself anyway. But yeah, it's very beautiful. And thank you guys for responding about the tingling. I see a few there. Well, we're reaching the end. Is there anything I do want to let everybody know your link is down below. So you can go check out her channel. She's been doing a lot on other channels. I got to catch a little bit of the video where you were talking to your friends at Mount Shasta. That was pretty cool. And right before the show, I was driving, so I didn't catch all of it. But so yeah, you do a lot of exciting things on your channel. Plus, you post things in your community tab of other channels that you visit. So make sure you guys go subscribe to her channel so you can get posts about other shows just like this on other channels.
Right. Right. I'm on other channels a lot too.
Hmm.
So, and then I let you know what the link is. And
So you don't
I
have to
am
wait a whole
also,
month.
right, right. And I also am doing private readings as well. And that link is sunpsychicjean.com, and you can find all of the offerings there. And Jane, I'm not sure if you heard that I recently was an exhibitor at the Mind Body Spirit Expo in this tri-state area.
No, I didn't hear that. That's wild. That's awesome.
I was an exhibitor, and it was the first time, Shane, that I actually read somebody live. I mean, other than friends and family,
Right.
like
Like
somebody
in
who I
person.
didn't know. I know somebody I didn't know sat in front of me, and I read them. I mean, and you think it's not a big deal until you haven't done it before. Plus, I wasn't sure, with all the commotion in the show, whether or not I'd be able to.
Yeah.
But it was a wonderful experience. I had just really, really amazing readings, and it just really gave me a huge boost, a huge boost. And my guides, I just kept thanking them because they had my back the whole way. It was just beautiful.
That's amazing how you end up somewhere like that by, not really by accident, but, from your perspective, by accident. But it's almost like universe is like easing you into these roles. I had that realization when I was sitting in that huge circle at ECETI with everyone, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm doing like public speaking, and I'm just now realizing like I've got, dozens of people here in this room, and and I was fine with it, of course, but it was it's funny that you don't realize it until you're actually doing it, and you're like, wow. And then like after that I did the talk and at the conference and all that. So it is kind of it's funny how we're clearly in training, or learning things along the way and guided, because I didn't plan any of that. So just know that you guys you might not be where you think you're headed, but you're headed in the right direction.
Exactly.
Just keep
That's a
following
great
the
way.
desire of your heart.
Mhm. Oh, that's so great. That's a good example, Shane, that we're led, and we don't always know where we're going to end up, but as long as you keep following your guidance and following, I mean, it does just happen to you when you trust and let go. It really does just happen to you.
Absolutely. So lots of love, light, and unity to each and every one of you. We'll be back August 20th, so set your calendars. Same time on Saturday, August 20th. I just looked it up. And we also say goodbye to Jean's guest on her channel. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.